Hello, 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 Pisces. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, my name is Patty. I'm your empath that is doing your intuitive tarot today. It is divine intuitive. That's something maybe you've not heard of. I pull all my messages, downloads, whatever you want to call them, from divine. I ask before you come on in prayer to give you your messages. So you're going to hear me talk about divine quite a bit, your intuition quite a bit. And then I go into astrology and numerology to mix those energies together because in all reality, they're the same. So I think it's important to understand at least a little bit of all of those and put those together. However, the main source is divine. So this is for the week of the 14th through the 20th. I am recording this, however, on the 10th. So it is a live chat, and you're always welcome to ask questions. If you come in and see this, if you see that you're on a live, you are very welcome to ask one question. I may answer it at the end if it's not pertaining to what we talk about. So don't be afraid to be shy or just say hello, where you're from. Love to know where my viewers are coming from and interact with my viewers. I think that energy is really, really important. So this week and today, let me tell you, this is a solar eclipse today, and it is really messed up some people. Huge. First thing in the morning. I am on the west coast of the United States, so it hit us about 7 o'clock. And let me tell you, I got phone calls. I got people crying. I got people losing. One lost their pet. And it's been a rough morning. Let me tell you, these energies that came through real quick. They hit like a truck hitting a brick wall. So if that was you today, just know that this too shall pass. It should have passed fairly quickly. And then we're still in the Mercury retrograde until the 22nd. So if you're getting hit hard today, don't be surprised. This is just a lot. And I was talking to the divine. I said, okay, what's coming at me today? Because everybody's coming at me and crying and all that kind of stuff. And he said, no, you're the rock today. And I'm like, really? I'm not always a rock, you guys. I'm an empath. So I'm sitting there crying with my girlfriend who just lost her dog. I'm crying with my daughter, crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a morning. That solar eclipse really had a punch this morning. All right, so let's get started. Again, this is through the 14th through the 21st. Remember, the Mercury solstice is leaving the 22nd, or excuse me, this is 14th through the 20th. I'm looking at a calendar if you wonder what I'm doing. The 20, is it 22nd or the 24th? No, the 24th, we have a full moon. So the 22nd, 21st, you're going to start feeling some really strong energies until about the 27th. Okay, so these energies are going to be coming up. I'll share those with you. I'm going to do a reading on the 22nd. So I will post that. If you haven't been here before, please like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe and hit that bell, you'll know when I'm doing that full moon reading or post that thumbnail. So definitely do that. Plus, if you like the energies of my channel, I really appreciate if you hit that thumbs up and like. All right, so let's get started. The Earth Fairy is about physical health, grounding, and foundation. It is also the number 9. Okay, so this is a really powerful energy, you guys. This is something that people are like, the Earth Fairy, physical health, whoopee. Grounding and foundations, man, when I do my coaching and my readings, and this being the number 9, this is really intense, guys. And maybe that's what the solar eclipse was telling everybody this morning. Because these things that were really the phone calls this morning and the energies that I was getting from people, it's all about the foundation. They cannot see what's going on through their pain right now. They've got some major pain. However, if they look back at it, it is very foundational, core foundation. But I can't share that with them while they're going through their grieving, but I can see it. However, so this is what the divine is really wanting you to focus in on this next week, 14th through the 20th, is your core foundation. So if you're going through something, some pain, maybe some hurt, maybe some disappointment, maybe some frustration, we need to find out where that's coming from. It's sort of like when you see a big river There is a source for that river. We have a river in Oregon called the Metolius River. And if you go to the beginning of that river, it's just a bubble. I mean, seriously, it's not more than maybe 2 feet wide, and it's just bubbling. And that is a huge, huge river. So the core foundation, it may be small, but it's actually very big. So this is what he wants you to focus in on, because this is the number 9 as well. Number 9 being extremely intense, really important. Pay attention to it. Really get to the core values, because this is also, thank you. So they're also saying that this could be somebody's core problem to their health issues. Okay. Core problem to your health issues is that you're not taking care of this vehicle that you're in, or you're blowing something off thinking it's not that important, but the vehicle is saying, hey, I need that. Sort of like when I teach nutrition and fitness, and when I was bodybuilding and managing gyms, my first question out to any of my clients, how much water are you drinking? And I still do that to my daughter, to my friends, and they're starting to have problems. How much water are you drinking? You should be drinking at least a half a gallon a day to a gallon of water a day, because, and if you're in another country, I don't know the cc's or whatever they are, or milliliters, I don't know how that goes. However, half gallon to a gallon is really important, especially if you're exercising, because it does 21 things to our body. That simple little thing that we think is nothing is really important to our physical health. Okay, thank you. He wanted me to mention that. I did. I'm moving on now. So we have our current energy is Merlin. Okay, Merlin is the number 1. There is something new, something that is happening from this core foundation. Got to pay attention to that, whatever that is, and what's going on with you, with your problems. Because Merlin is about justice and balance. Okay. Merlin's about justice and balance, bringing balance back in. So if you have a problem and you go to that core foundation, sort of like back in the day, being sexually abused, and I was making all the wrong choices and decisions in my 20s, I had to go back and say, where is this coming from? Where are these poor decisions coming from? I wasn't raised that way. Where is this coming from? And it went all the way back to self-esteem, low self-esteem from being sexually abused and feeling that I wasn't valued. So I was making poor decisions, even though I was thinking they were smart, is that we want to be valued. We want to be loved. However, in my twisted brain, I thought, well, that's the way to do it. No, it was making my life go this way rather than this way. So balance and justice, where are you finding it? And I'll tell you right now, just with the solar eclipse today, it's not fair. Yeah, I'm probably talking to many of you. Just understand it is not fair. And unfortunately, that can't change only because we're living in the world realm. We're living in the world's dimension. And unfortunately, it freaking sucks. It really does. When it is unfair, it sucks. But we have to change our mindset to bring it back to balance and justice. I don't know who's at my door. And it's 11:11. I do not know who is here. Who's here? Can you come shut my door, please? Can you come shut this door, please? I'm videotaping. Shut the door, please. I didn't know you were coming this early. All right, so guys, so the justice and the balance, that's going to be number 1 that you need to do. All right, really focus in. Just, no, leave it. Just go, please. And just shut the door. I get angry when they don't tell me they're coming. It's the solar eclipse, guys. Anyway, it's about balance. Okay, so the balance is that we have to create and find out where that foundation is. All right, so the other thing is the future energy is the eagle. The eagle is about, again, the number 9. So this is about something completing and finishing and actually going forward into a new phase. So it's not quite completed yet. However, the eagle is about your spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. Okay. So that is connection to the angelic realm. So that is something that needs to be looked at spiritually. So when we look at the core foundation, we look at balance. It has to start with spirit, then it goes to our head, then it goes to our body. So here's how it works. Spirit speaks to our mind. Our mind is our conscious, okay? Spirit is subconscious, conscious, and then it speaks to our body. Our mind tells us how our body's going to work, talk, speak, not speak, talk, and all that kind of stuff. However, if we get it backwards, then our life gets really a roller coaster ride kind of a thing. All right. Sorry, my energies just were threw off. It's just I am a Virgo. I like structure. I like things to happen. I can be flexible. However, when I'm not told, I get really upset because it's disrespect to me. So it's like, okay, if you're gonna come over, that's fine. Just let me know you're coming over before you come over. So anyway, definitely. So again, it's the solar eclipse. The energies are really off today. They're not a really positive energy. I'll tell you that right now. They're just not. You will be fighting it, fighting low vibrations today, and that's what I'm doing right now. All right. See, now you get to see me on this side of the fence. You get to see my impatient side. All right. So let's get going with the reading here. So very intense. You must be paying attention to your intuition. Must be paying attention to your core values, whatever you've started out with. And I'm going to go to your frustrations, your challenges, and all that kind of stuff. All right. All right. And I am going to do another 7-card spread like I normally do here. I want to hear what's going on with your past, your present, your future kind of a thing. What's holding you back, what your strengths are, and where you're going with this. All right. So again, we're going back to what the divine is saying, your physical health. You need more rest. Apparently, this is something that you don't like to do. You don't take the time to do. Maybe you're in too hurry all the time, and you probably are going to bed too late, getting up too early, and not giving yourself enough rest, so you become sleep deprived. So this might be a physical health thing for you to focus on, getting a little bit more balance, because this is the number 4. Okay, so this is again about your balance, getting something more. Take some time to know what your sleep patterns are, how much sleep you need. I personally need 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep. And then I can go one day for maybe 5 or 4 hours of sleep, but then I got to get back on that track of 6 or 7. Or if I sleep 4 hours, I might have to go to bed early to catch up those 2 hours. So really know what your body is. I mean, I know my body like the back of my hand. You should know your body like the back of your hand. You wouldn't have to go to the doctor so much. And actually, a lot of things we don't even need to go to the doctor for. We can actually fix ourselves. But in that case, okay. So we're working on balance for somebody. So let's see, we've got 10, 15, 17. So that is the number 8. This is about your progress, guys. Currently, this is definitely about your progress. It is definitely about getting balance back in somebody's life. Now, I feel like a broken record because this has happened a lot in the last 2 weeks because balance is so off. We're in the world of chaotic. We're in a world of hurry. We're in the world of listening to everybody else, but not listening to our heart. And that is a problem for a lot of people because the balance is completely thrown off. Now, I love these two together because if you pay attention to your body and your mind and your spirit, you will bring balance back in. But that grounding is sort of broken here at the moment. Okay, because you're not listening to also the spiritual side of things. So like I said, we're living in the world realm, but we really need to be listening in the spiritual realm, the angelic realm, or your ancestors, whatever you want to call it. I call it divine God. I listen to God. I listen to divine. I talk to him nonstop. You probably get sick of hearing from me, but that way I keep my communication open, and it does work. Okay. So this person here who we're talking about is very strong-minded. So I don't know who this is for. They're on the go all the time. They definitely are world-minded. Definitely have it together, maybe financially. Maybe they don't have it together financially. They know how to do it. They just might not be there presently. They are a go-getter. They want to keep moving. They're sort of like social person. Definitely working towards something on the world. You know, maybe they're working towards a goal for a house, a career. Maybe they're working towards something that they want or desire that money can buy, or that the career can bring them, or their future, their education can bring them. Definitely, that is definitely something moving forward. Um, this is a person that is always on the go. I don't know who this is for, and this is why you're tired. You're going, and you're tired. Time to take a break, take a step back. It's time to really now take a step back. No, this is not where that goes. Um, take a step back and look at all that you're doing and what you have. Do you even know where you're going? Okay. So this is a strength, though. This is your strong will. You will persevere through things. You do have some resilience. You do know how to make it through a storm. Put it that way. Very, very strong-minded person, but very, very knowledgeable as well. This is really a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay. But the things that hinder you is once you get onto something, you are stuck. You are stuck. What hinders you is that you want to stay in one pattern, even if it's going the wrong way. You're going to do it until you die, kind of a thing. And even if it's in the wrong way, you'll keep doing it. This is where that core foundation comes in again. And this is the qualities that sort of hinder you, because we have the devil and we have the ace of swords. Okay. And the devil is definitely about the number 6, or excuse me, 10. Yeah, the number 6, about your harmony and improvement. So and the sword is a new offering in the future. It's a message of something coming to you and trying to show you something. However, you're so stubborn, you're going to stay the path, even if it's the wrong way. Okay. This can be a problem because you cannot see certain things. Now, it's sort of, even for somebody, I see somebody going through some struggles, some challenges. This mindset is really lower vibrational. Oh, it's never going to work out. It's never going to happen. You know, it's more of a negative mindset, and you cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. This is for somebody. The other person is so stubborn. You're missing out on wonderful opportunities, beautiful new opportunities, because you're bound to, sticking it. Somebody's got real strong pride and is saying, I'm going to stick it out thick and thin no matter what. That's really good if it's in the right direction. However, if you're going in the wrong direction and you know you're going in the wrong direction, but you're going to keep doing it because other people are watching, not a way to go, because you're going way off your foundation. How many of you guys, I know I have, I'm not different from anybody, is that I started doing something. I asked the divine, do you want me to do this? I wouldn't listen to my intuition. I'm like, I'm going to go this way anyway. And then before you know it, it's the wrong way. And I'm like, crap, I made a mistake. And then I have to go back to the beginning again and go the other way. How many of you done that before? I've done it many a times when I wasn't listening to my intuition or listening to my stubbornness. This is this person. There is nothing wrong with saying, oops, I made a mistake. Because if you keep going, you're going to be wasting time. You're going to be wasting energy. You might be wasting resources, those kind of things. So somebody's really, really stubborn, very prideful, very stubborn. You're missing out on opportunities. The other energy that keeps coming through is that you're so negative, you cannot see the light of the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. It's just, and it's not a bad thing. It's just the way that you've been trained in your core foundation. Okay. Again, it goes back to your core foundation. This is where that is. This is where your challenge is. Okay. This is your challenge card. Is the number 2 of cups. This is to bring a partnership together or break apart. So somebody hasn't been really, really successful, put it that way, in partnerships. And that could mean work, that could mean a relationship, friend relationship, could be a loving relationship, an intimate relationship. However, this is supposed to be a really good connection. This couple here is a really good connection. They're on the same page and everything. However, your challenge is it just seems to fall apart. Sometimes we're our own self-saboteur. So even though it's the perfect thing and that other person wants to keep working and going towards us, then basically what you want to do is make sure that you are connected in a manner that you are not sabotaging the relationship. Again, that goes back to your core foundation in your relationships and in how you deal with people, how you work with people, how you interact with people, how you share with people, how you do that kind of a thing. All right. So we've got some challenges here, and especially because of the solace. Not only that, we've got challenges of somebody being a little bit too stubborn, somebody who wants to just keep working. We got somebody who wants to stay stuck. They don't want to move forward. And if they were to move forward and change directions, that's going to change the whole course of everything. Yes, it will. I'm surprised I don't see the Tower card, because it would change the course of everything. And it may turn things around for good, because the divine works for good, not for anything in low vibrations. Yeah, King of Pentacles again. Somebody very, very authoritative, very knowledgeable, very smart in the world. But again, that's all you're doing. You're not balanced. It's almost like you work. And you keep moving towards work. But the rest of your life is not balanced. Again, Merlin, this is your current energy, guys. Current energy, justice and balance. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got going. I'm going to go probably a few minutes longer because of the interruption. Let's see here. So we have the Five of Swords, which again, there is some, ego going here, pride, sometimes a little too much. We got to sort of knock it down to a little bit of humility here. Bringing balance. Yeah, again, another sleep issue. So we have the Four of Swords again. Balance, body. So your body's tired. Somebody's body is just exhausted. They keep going, but their body's saying, I'm tired. Can you give me some rest? What's wrong with taking extra couple hours on the weekends to rest? Because it's really, really important to rest. Even when we were bodybuilding, you see these guys in the gym for 4 or 5 hours, 3 hours, 6 hours. And it's like, dude, it's great that you're growing. However, if you would rest, that's when you really grow. People don't understand that in the rest time, the muscles begin to grow. How can they grow when they're actively working all the time? That's same as your brain. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. Oh my gosh, we're repeating this whole thing. Balance. Somebody is working on their balance, and that's great. That's your foundation and your grounding. So that is saying, okay, I need to take time for work. I need to take time for family or friends. I need to take time for me. Mind, spirit, and body, refueling. That you have to take time for you. It is not selfish. It is taking time for you. Again, your current energy for the week. And you have to do that for your spiritual connection. Not only your spiritual connection, but how to stay away from the low vibrations of the earth. Because they will suck you in. All right? Definitely. All right. So let's see if there's anything else. The Hangman. So insightfulness. The Hangman's very insightful. So somebody does know what to do and how to do it. They're just not doing it. The other thing about the Hangman is, this is something that you also, too, can begin to learn how to relax. So the Hangman is about insight. Insight being, okay, you know what? I am too busy. I am not taking time for myself. I am not taking time for my family. I am not taking time for whatever. However, this is the time to be insightful and pay attention to these things. So somebody is definitely needing to relax. Relax, relax. And this is a time too, because here's the thing. If you learn how to relax, your challenge card of the Two of Cups is that you're trying to grow a relationship. Okay, I'm going to go into love and relationships next, but you're trying to grow a relationship. That takes work. That takes time. That takes balance. That takes energy. Okay, that definitely does need to do that. So you need to work on that. Work on spending time together, relationship together. All right. All right. Let's see what love and relationships has to offer, because right here there is some relationship going on, but your foundation, where's your foundation of that relationship? Where is the balance in that relationship? Where is the actual growing of the spiritual realm? That means, where are you putting God in the center of that, or is he even connected to your relationship? A lot of the times he's not, because you've manipulated the relationship to the point where it actually definitely needs to change. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So on this love relationship card, we have the Wise Woman of Wonderland. This is about integrity and compromise, and it is also the number 3, acknowledgement again. I think we just had that on the daily, acknowledgement. However, what the big thing about this card is, on your relationships, it is about compromising. Because 2 people are never going to be the same. I'm going to do that. See if I got a glare from I'm going to have to change my light around. There is definitely, in two people, grown people, mature adults, you have differences. Definitely, 100%. And maybe one doesn't like to go out to eat and the other one does. Then the other one might say, well, you want to go out to eat? Maybe they don't like to go out to eat, but they're going to compromise, maybe go out and have something, even a cup of coffee or tea, because they want to spend time with you. That's a compromise. Very simple little compromise. A lot of the times we do something that the other person likes that we may not like, because we want to share their time. We want to love them in that. And this is all about balance, being selfless. In a relationship. This is about your integrity, being honest and true in the things you like and you don't like with this person. A lot of you are on the same page, and some of you are just completely off the wall because there's no communication there. Okay, so we want to really look at what we are compromising, and are we compromising and helping each other in growing each other? I'll compromise. I don't really like basketball. Okay, I like sports, but basketball, nah. But if my other counterpart was saying, would you go to the basketball game with me? It's not something I'm gonna go and grovel. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a basketball. Yeah. No, I'm going to go and be happy and joyful and make it a pleasant time, because I want them to be happy, selfless. And then they will in turn do that. Hey, honey, can you pull the horse trailer for me today? You do it because you love that person and you want to definitely share. Okay, now we got luck is on your side and the moon in Sagittarius in reverse. There is no such thing as luck, I believe, to be honest. I would say miracles are on your side. This is basically your mindset in your spiritual realm. So luck is worldly, miracles are spiritual. Destiny is spiritual. Coincidence is worldly. I mean, I could go on and on and on with the comparisons. However, you're really going to have to work at this. It doesn't mean that it's going to come easy. That's all. It just means that you're going to have to work at it. You're going to have to acknowledge when to compromise and when not. Same with your arguing and your debates. Never fight. You don't have to fight. However, you definitely can compromise in what you love to do, and how to work at that. And you know what's going to happen in that? You're going to have communication. I like to do this. Well, I don't really like to do that. However, if you want to go, I'm always going to go and do and support you and be there for you and do it with a smile on my face. I actually had somebody tell me that recently. So there is no real luck on your side. It is actually divine providence that happens on your side. And the thing is, when the divine gets in the center of it, it becomes much more easier, much more fun, more joyful, and more balanced again. We're going to go back to where we were beginning. This is all about your balance in your relationship, your love in your relationship. And you got to listen to that intuition in that relationship and say, you know what? I got to pay attention to that. Should I be doing that, or do we want to do that? Oh yeah, let's go for it, because my gut and my heart and my spirit are telling me to go for it. It's sort of like this person here who's stubborn, who doesn't want to move forward even if it was in the wrong direction. They want to move, keep moving, even though they're like, man, I shouldn't be doing this. But you know what? I started it. I'm going to finish it. When they actually should stop the project and turn around and say, you know what? I screwed up. I made a mistake. I need to go back over here and start all over. Go back to the drawing board. Again, that's sort of where that is. So, and sometimes we have to do that. All right. But this definitely is about your grounding foundation and your physical and your physical health. Okay, so get your rest, because somebody's not getting rest. Somebody's very sleep deprived, put it that way. And you know what? If you're thinking too much, thank you. So they said, if you're thinking too much at night, that's just me trying to tell you something, or trying to get you to recognize something. Thank you. And that's not me saying that. That's divine saying that. They're trying to send you a message, or they're trying to get you to work through something. And the reason why you're not sleeping is because your earth brain is fighting what the divine wants, your spirit wants. So you're fighting and you can't sleep. Okay. And when you can't sleep, then you get sleep deprived. And then you end up with all this here. You're way off balance. All right. All right, Pisces, that is your reading. I apologize for the interruption. I'm just not myself today. I've got a little bit of because I started out from this solace being very, when you got people calling you and crying in the first thing in the morning, and people coming at you crying, and they're devastated. I'm an empath. I get devastated with them. So I apologize for my energies being off a little bit today. But please don't forget, if you enjoyed this reading, or if you resonated, like, share, subscribe. Again, I am going to be taking vacation at the end of the month. There will be live readings all the way up until the 28th. The 28th through the 4th is going to be recorded. And I will be doing some live readings from Universal Studios in Florida or Disney World in Florida. So sort of watch for those. So subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be notified when I pop on these bonus readings. And hopefully you'll enjoy those. All right. And please take care of yourself. Walk in absolute truth and love. See you next week. All right.